Hello everyone and welcome. Can you believe it? It's that time of year again. It's Purim time. And I wanted to speak about a little bit insights on the Megillah. Not the story factor. There's tons to say. But we'll start off a little bit with the laws and then we'll go into a nice insight. So the Megillah is read this year, 2021. On Thursday night, the 25th of February, and Friday morning, the 26th. In Jerusalem, and in Persia and Shushan, if anyone is still there, we have something called Purim Meshulash, a 3-day Purim. So even though in walled cities, Purim usually is on the 15th of Adar, not the 14th. This year, everybody all over the world has a fast on Wednesday. For all people that are feeling healthy and strong, boys and girls from 13 and 12 and older, start to fast. Anyone that's not feeling good should ask your rabbi. Pregnant nursing don't have to fast. It's just small little, we spoke about this in the past. You could look up the laws of the fast. But just for a quick reminder, that the fast day is on Wednesday. The fast day is on Thursday. We'll start again. Fast day is on Thursday. Thursday night, right after the fast, starts the first Megillah. Friday morning is the second Megillah, okay? Thursday is the fast. Thursday night, first Megillah. Friday morning, second Megillah. Men and women also have to have a mitzvah, have an opportunity to listen to the Megillah, because men and women were involved in it. Mordechai and Esther were involved in bringing about this holiday. So we all get together and to realize and to listen to the story of the Megillah and to thank Hashem for the miracles that He did for us back in those days and that He continues to do for us. So, again, no matter where you are in the world, the Megillah is read on the same day, Thursday night, Friday morning, even though you're in different time zones. But for people that are in Jerusalem, the festive meal and giving Mishloach Manot, which is giving food to your friend, that happens on Sunday. Okay? Now, when we read the Megillah, there's 3 berachot, there's 3 blessings. You have Al Mikra Megillah, that we're going to read the Megillah. The second blessing of Sha'asa Nisim, that God did miracles to us, and Shechianu, that Hashem brought us to this special time, this special holiday. Now, according to the Sephardic custom, the 3 blessings are only at night. In the day, we only read the 2 blessings of Al Mikra Megillah and Sha'asa Nisim, but others have the custom to say all 3 in the day. Now, you'll see that the reader stands up. Now, this is only if there are 10 people, whether it's 10 women, 10 men, doesn't make a difference. But if someone's going to read at home for his wife, or if someone's reading for less than 10 people, the person that's reading the Megillah can sit down. Some people say that when you read for your wife at home, only if you know how to read the words properly, because there's certain words that we read different than they look, and they don't have punctuation. So you should let your wife make the blessings if you know how to read it. Now, after the Megillah, there's 1 blessing. This is also if there's 10 people, whether it's 10 men, 10 women, or 5 and 5 even, the rabbis say it's okay. Because wherever you have 10 people, you're being Persume Nisa, you're spreading the miracle and making a big Kiddush Hashem. Person has to be careful to listen to every word of the Megillah. Also, it's very important not to make noise. When we hear Haman's name, some people, they like to bang and make noise, but be careful not to cause people not to listen to the words of the Megillah. Now, an interesting insight on the Megillah. There's a law that the Megillah needs to have. You see a Sefer Torah, it has 2 posts, okay? It has 1 post on the beginning, 1 post on the end. A Megillah doesn't need to have a post, but Megillat Esther needs to have 1 post at the end. Why does it have to have one post at the end? Another question is, unlike other Torah scrolls or any Navi or prophet scrolls or Ketuvim, they don't need to have a blank page. The Megillah needs to have a blank page at the end. Why is that? So these two questions can be answered with one answer. Question number one of why there has to be one post at the end, and why an empty page, can be answered like this. You go through the whole Megillah and you don't see God's name once. Yes, they say that whenever it says Hamelech, wherever it says the king, without saying Hamelech Achashverosh, it's talking about God. And a person could realize and listen to the story and get a lot of inspiration from the words, just from reading it. Whenever it says the king, we know that it's talking about Hashem. But it doesn't say Hashem's name the way we usually pray. And we usually hear stories. Mordechai and Esther, the whole idea was to gather people to pray to God. And that's how we brought about the salvation. But we don't say Hashem's name, because Hashem said, I will hide my face. And there is no Hashem. But when a person gets to the end, he realizes that of course Hashem was there the whole time. He was just hiding his face. And this answers the question why there's one stick. Because there's always Hashem. There's always one post. There's always Hashem. Through the Tzaddikim, through Mordechai and Esther, always showing us what to do and always with us, no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what's going on in our lives, in our personal lives, in our general situation. Hashem is always there. And yes, it might look like a blank page, and I might feel like a blank page, and I might feel so dead and so numb. But after going through the Megillah and listening to the story, a person has to be dumb, so to speak, not to see God, not to see Hashem through the story. Yes, sometimes it's only after the fact that we're able to see it. And this could actually prepare us for Pesach, which is another message we get from Pesach, because we know that Purim prepares us for Pesach. When a person fulfills the holiday of Purim properly, he's actually preparing himself for the special holiday of Pesach, which comes 30 days later. May Hashem help us to feel and get out of this holiday, to be able to hear the Megillah properly. Yes, we're having a Rabbi Nachman story series, and our rabbis teach us that the story of the Megillah also has the same effect. And Rabbi Nachman's stories is the same idea as the Megillah. They're here to wake us up from our slumber. We're sleeping spiritually. We don't know. We feel dead. We feel so blank, like the blank page of paper. But yes, we're a blank page of paper. We could write. We could start afresh. It's fresh. We might feel so dead, so numb. We don't have any more feelings sometimes. But from that blank page, we could build a story. A new story, a story of the coming of Mashiach. Amen. Hope everyone will be able to feel the holiness of the holiday of Purim, however it is that you're celebrating. Even though you might not be celebrating with as many people that you would like to, and in a situation that you don't like to be in, realize that's also from Hashem. Hashem wants us to celebrate Purim the way that we're supposed to this year. We will tap into the holiness. We will tap into the holiness of the Megillah to realize that there's one pole, there's one stick, there's always Hashem. No matter if we feel that it's good or it's bad. But help us, Hashem. Help us to see the good, and take the blank page and take the concealment and write a brand new story, the story of Mashiach. Thank you for watching. Have a great week.